Hello viewers, it's glad to know you're watching your program. It is Economic Insights and I'm your host Paul Kingsley. Now in continuation with the ongoing report we are doing on infrastructure development in Nigeria, today we are spotlighting an indigenous company that are doing so well in the construction industry. I'm talking of Masarki Nigerian Limited, and joining us is the Chief Operating Officer, is Michael Chibuzo. He's going to be giving us their contribution, the impact that they have created in the industry. It promised to be an interesting conversation. Sit back, relax. I'll be back after this time out.
Masarki Nigeria Limited is a company of industrious and diverse professionals under the auspices of the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Alhaji Yakubu Saidu. The company has distinguished itself to become one of the leading indigenous construction companies in the country, providing qualitative, timely and cost-effective services in engineering, consultancy, building construction and highway construction.
Masarki Nigeria Limited was a general services company established in 1994. Then sometime about 5 years ago, we decided to change management and fully focus on the construction industry. So we essentially do erosion control jobs, buildings, bridge buildings and road improvement works. Okay, first and foremost, we believe in service to others, right? Then we're quite innovative, so innovation is one of our core values. We're very consistent in what we do, so consistency is part of it. Then we're very reliable, so reliability, really. So we have 4 core values: service to others, innovation, consistency, and reliability.
We value integrity, we value working together. So we are mostly comprised of individuals that are here to look for the best way to do things, to accomplish things for the company.
Our selflessness when it comes to service to others is what is really key. We emphasize on quality first before profits, and that's our key mantra really here.
Masarki Nigeria Limited is highly equipped with young, dynamic management and technical team with years of corporate and field experience to undertake and execute any given task in its field of endeavors.
We've done a lot of erosion control and road improvement works. We're currently doing one in Kwali, in the FCT now. We did one in Auchi, in Edo State. We did one also at Lugbe, FHA in Abuja here. We did another major one at Bauchi, Zaki local government area, Madufa town to be exact. We have an ongoing one, Karishi Tudwada Road in FCT, the border of FCT and Nasarawa. We've done the Amak Town Hall, that's a building for the Abuja Municipal Area Council. Then we have quite a few residential buildings scattered around Abuja.
This is one of the federal government projects, like you all know, and the road is categorized into 2 phases. We have the first phases, which consist of the artwork and the hydraulic structure, and also have the second phases, which is the overlaying of the asphalt. As you can see, we are almost done with the hydraulic structure on site, and now we are working on the side drain, which we just to make the road more stable. So the road is almost, I can say we are almost like 70 to 80% to completion of the road. And the road is linking from Tudunwada to Old Karishi, that is between the Nasarawa state, and is to relieve the traffic volume in that is Maraba axis. Because if you consider now we have only one entrance within the Abuja community and also the Nasarawa state. So this will be as a relief, because as you can see now, vehicle are started, like the road is already motorist because you can access it now as you see on site.
Lucky, really, as a company, we've not really had major challenges. But I know in the industry, a lot of people have funding issues and they have skilled manpower issues. But I think we have that sorted out, so we don't have a lot of challenges right now in the construction industries.
One of the biggest challenges is how we can be able to integrate those expertise we are partners with them. This is the biggest challenge. And sometimes again, the terrain we are working, the one we are working in Oyo, we are working in that is Akoko Edo. You know, the terrain you are working, we are only having the challenges from the community in terms of maybe sometimes security, in terms of when you are trying to integrate the community, that is the labor or the skillsmen. But so far we haven't encountered any mega challenge. We're having full support from our clients, because one thing is that when you try to build a stable reputation in construction, then the only challenges you can have is this funding. So far we have no any case of funding or maybe let's say abandoned projects. We haven't encountered that.
The company has proven that its highest priority is to ensure the well-being of its employees.
I can count myself one of the fortunate persons because of the opportunity God has given me to work with the Masarki Nigeria Limited. It takes good care of the staff, very good care of the staff, because he's so concerned about the workers. Another thing is that the chairman is such a gentle person that you cannot know him, the way he interacts with people, the way he interacts with staff. You hardly know that he is the chairman, and gives the staff an added boost to keep or to work, to put in their best so that we can obtain the ultimate performance of our duties.
I think there is no any indigenous company that is paying the way the company is paying. There are a lot of allowances. We have some staff that after knowing what Masarki is doing, they quit their job and join Masarki due to the welfare that is ongoing in the company. These people that are working with us, they are not ordinary people, but they are one of the key in their former place of work. If opportunity will be given, I think a lot of people want to work with this noble company, though it's an indigenous company that, but it takes care, much care of its staff. Staff were being treated as staff. They know the value of lives. Safety is there, and so many more.
Maybe I can say today in Nigeria, we are one of the highest paid indigenous company. We are taking proper care of our staff, and in terms of health, in terms of packaging, in terms of festival, we ensure that none of our staff, that is why we always have the result from them. Because when you take care of your staff, they are the one to give you the productive this thing, that is the result you want. So you can see that because of the welfare packages we have for our staff, we almost have like 100% of their cooperation in any work we are going to do. So the welfare packages is optimal. Okay, we have no any challenge with the welfare packages.
Businesses have an impact on social development where they operate. They therefore have a responsibility to extend beyond value creation.
Well, it depends on the environment we find ourselves. There are certain sites we go to and we notice that there's poor infrastructure in some of the schools. We help upgrade some of those infrastructures. Then currently in Abuja here, Kershi, where our major site yard is located, we've done a lot of youth and women empowerment schemes. You know, the women were given grinding machines and some of them were taught life skills. Then a lot of the guys were given also other equipment, you know, to help them in their entrepreneurship endeavors.
A company is looked at not only for the services and products it provides, but also the impact of corporate social responsibility.
In terms of cooperative responsibility, one of the things we adopt is that whenever we work in any community, we don't just leave the community like that. We make sure that we put a legacy. And legacy one is not only to employ the staff there or the personnel. No. After leaving, we ensure that we have a legacy of either putting a structure, either in terms of maybe we can put a water, or we can put a school, or put an hospital. We have done that in Bauchi State, we have done that in Plateau State, we have also done that in Edo State, and we are still doing that in this particular side. We see we are trying to look at what are the challenges, and sometimes we also look at the youths that work with us. We ask them, what are your previous business or skills, and we see how we can empower 2 or 3 people in the society. And in terms of studentship and skill acquisition, we have Masarki support organization, which we are in trying to, we look at the brilliant one among the society, not necessarily the student, because when we talk about the skills, we are not talking about the student. The skills can come. That's one thing we are lacking in African content. It's not all about the paper, the certificate. There are people who are creative thinking. So look at these people and see what they can be able to do, and we empower them. They bring their ideas forward, and we sit down together. We found the project and whatever they want to do.
If I continue to say the impact the company has brought here, I will spend the whole day. But however, I will be able to mention to you some areas. One of the areas is quality job. I have been doing a very quality job. It has moved the community to a certain stage that we didn't expect it by now in this community. The road that links us to the new site, New Karshi, it has been long, more than 50 years ago we have been suffering with that road, and the road is good now.
Masarki Nigeria Limited is committed to demonstrating leadership in stewardship of environment and social responsibility. The company seeks to conduct with the highest ethical standards in an overriding effort to make a positive impact in the communities where it operates.
This company has brought impact in respect of economic value. When I say economic value, moral and financially, this company was able to absorb more than 200 boys within this community under the company. They are paying them. We no have longer you sitting down on the under the tree talking, discussing some unnecessary things. No, that one has been abolished through this company. One of the happiest things that we are now having in the community is that most of these youth have learned job. When we talk of handwork, the operators of the engines are all from here. We can't invite any operator outside at all. This company made this boy to learn this job, not be anywhere through the company. If you go to the road now, you see all of them. It's all our boys that occupy in this company. In fact, we are very, very happy with this company. It has raised the morale of our youth. Our youth are now, they are always active. You cannot see them now. Some have gone to Ibadan, some have gone to Bauchi and other areas. So we are happy with this company. If we can have this kind of company too within this community, I think we can become London. You can see our place now. In some years to come, we should not have problem mobility, or road facility again. So in fact, we are happy and we are blessing the company. All the time we are praying that God should raise the morale of this manager. We'll give him so many jobs. It's not only here now. So we are happy, and God will bless him more and more and bring more incentive to his company. You see, it is good for someone, if you are opportune to have something, bring it to your own community. When you satisfy your community before you think of other areas. And this man have done the right thing. In fact, nobody that does not pray for him in this community. Both the traditional rulers and the leaders of the community, we are happy and we are saying God should bless him more and more.
We can say that we have really impacted the economic because, infrastructure is one of the development, let me say, bedrock. Because without the infrastructure, definitely the economy cannot ever grow. So today you can see that in terms of that, we have really touched the life of people, and Masarki Nigeria Limited, we are really doing well, and which we are hoping in the nearest future time we can build we can compete with any construction company, not only in Nigeria but outside Nigeria and in the globe.
Masarki Nigeria Limited has carried out several construction and building in Nigeria and hopes to do more in the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years, we've projected ourselves to go toe-to-toe with the top players in the construction industry, the Julius Bergers and the Cetracos and the Dantata and Saos, because we've already worked out a 10-year plan, and we're hoping that in 5 years we would have reached the pinnacle in Nigeria. Then in the next 5 years we can go outside of the country and expand, really.
I want to say a very big thank you so much for your time on the program. Thank you for your contribution and your support. We really appreciate it. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.